Hello, Whovians. It's your old pal Lopez with the new Who review. This time around, it's Planet of Evil. The Doctor and Sara Jane are in the TARDIS heading for London when they intercept a distress call from the planet Zeta Minor on the very edge of the known universe. There they find a sole survivor of a geological expedition from the planet Morestra, a Professor Sorensen who harbors a terrible secret. Shortly after, a Morestran military rescue ship arrives, and the Doctor and Sara Jane are accused of murder. An invisible force won't let them leave, and things get far worse when the sun goes down. Don't know that movie. This planet is alive. So even by the light of day, it may be impossible to escape the planet of evil. This originally aired in September and October of 1975. So on the technical side, I want to point out the oculoid tracker, the drone. They invented the drone back in 1975. Pretty darn cool. The sets, the interiors, even that of the TARDIS were just okay this time around. I did love the planet's surface. Good lighting, smoke effects, water, and the thick, viney jungle. It reminded me a bit of Yoda's home planet in the Dagobah system. The soldier uniforms were interesting. Baby blue with white trim, but most of them should have been wearing red shirts. There was a lot of death. 8 or 9 die over the intercom. In space, no one can hear you scream. The antimatter monster was always preceded by a crackling static and a wind, and then he would drain his victims and they would disappear, and then he would spit out the desiccated corpse. Good point. Now, this episode borrowed heavily from Forbidden Planet and the Jekyll and Hyde mythos, but it was still a pretty decent story, and there were a lot of things about this that I liked. The Doctor quotes Shakespeare and says he even met the bard. Charming fellow, dreadful actor. Oh, see now. At one point, the Doctor tells Sara Jane, "I'm going out now, and I may be some time." If not for the BBC archive, that would have gone right over my head. Now, these words echo the last words of one Lawrence Titus Oates, a British explorer who died during the Terra Nova expedition. At one point, the Doctor scoops up antimatter in a tin from Farah's original Harrogate Toffee. It's a real place, founded in 1840 and still going strong. I'll bet that's good. The Doctor tells Sorensen, "You and I are scientists. We buy our privilege to experiment at the cost of total responsibility." I was reminded of The Princess Bride. You and I are men of action. Lies do not become us. We have some alumni in this episode. Frederick Jaeger and Ewan Solon as Sorensen and Wyshynski in this episode were Jano and Chal way back in Season 3's The Savages. After Sorensen is rid of the antimatter monster, the Doctor suggests that he pursue the kinetic force of planetary movement instead. Sure, yes. With the situation on Zeta Minor all buttoned up, the Doctor and Sara Jane are off. "We have an appointment in London, and we're already 30,000 years late," says the Doctor. Me too. I'll see you in time.